Welcome to the Middle Way Urban Monastery. The Middle Way Urban Monastery is a digital monastery that offers prayers throughout the day, along with retreats and book groups. You can visit the website to sign up for the newsletter so you'll be notified of events. Everyone is welcome here at the Middle Way Urban Monastery. So I invite you to come in and rest for a bit. Leave your worries and troubles at the door. My name is Ania Elbert. I am a spiritual director here at the monastery. Thank you for joining me today for the Friday Finger Labyrinth. You may download a paper labyrinth to use, or I invite you to meditate using the labyrinth that will be on the screen. Today's readings come from the Feast of the Transfiguration, which is celebrated on August 6th. We will begin today with a breathing exercise during a moment of silence. During the breathing, place your finger at the entrance of the labyrinth, or move your gaze to the entrance of the labyrinth. Following the moment of silence, I will share a reading. Continue to move through the labyrinth, working your way towards the center, then following the path back out. I invite you to ponder these questions today. Is there an area in your life that you want to transfigure to be more spiritual? Are you seeking a way to bring God's light into certain areas of your life that may be dark? Is there a word or phrase today that shimmers up for you? When you arrive at the center, you are invited to open your heart to God and then follow the path back towards the entrance. As you follow the path back, what are you taking with you today? Let's begin. I invite you to begin today with your breath. Consider using this word or phrase for your breathing. If your mind wanders, you may return to this breathing exercise. On the inhale, breathe in, breath of God. And on the exhale, fill me. This prayer will be our invitation for God's presence. Let's begin. Inhale, breath of God. Exhale, fill me. Continue this pattern of breathing, and then I will begin. A reading from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 9, verses 28 through 36. Jesus took with him Peter and John and James and went up on the mountain to pray. And while he was praying, the appearance of his face changed, and his clothes became dazzling white. Suddenly they saw two men, Moses and Elijah, talking to him. They appeared in glory and were speaking of his departure, which he was about to accomplish at Jerusalem. Now Peter and his companions were weighed down with sleep, but since they had stayed awake, they saw his glory and the two men who stood with him. Just as they were leaving him, Peter said to Jesus, Master, it is good for us to be here. Let us make 3 dwellings, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. Not knowing what he said. While he was saying this, a cloud came and overshadowed them. They were terrified as they entered the cloud. From the cloud came a voice that said, "This is my Son, my chosen. Listen to him." When the voice had spoken, Jesus was found alone, and they kept silent in those days, told no one any of the things they had seen. Dazzling, A Blessing for Transfiguration by Jan Richardson. Believe me, I know how tempting it is to remain inside this blessing, to linger where everything is dazzling and clear. We could build walls around this blessing, put a roof over it. We could bring in a table, chairs, have the most amazing meals. We could make a home. We could stay. But this blessing is built for leaving. This blessing is made for coming down the mountain. This blessing wants to be in motion, to travel with you as you return to level ground. It will seem strange how quiet this blessing becomes when it returns to earth. It is not shy. It is not afraid. It simply knows how to bide its time, to watch and wait, to discern and pray until the moment comes when it will reveal everything it knows, when it will shine forth with all it has seen, when it will dazzle with unforgettable light you have carried this way. Please take a moment as you complete your labyrinth walk to offer humble gratitude. Thank you for joining us today at the Middle Way Urban Monastery. To learn more about Middle Way Urban Monastery, you may visit our Facebook page or website. Join us again next Friday for a new meditation. Until then, be well, and may you take with you a little peace as you re-enter your day.